Well,
That was fun.
That was super fun. Thank you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. It's so good.
So say we.
So say we all.
Yes, it's so good. I think it should be a hit. I think you guys should be. I think it should be a hit. I think it should be released and it should be a hit.
How do you do that?
And that's what we're going to
do. Jeanette, how do you
This
do
is
that?
why we
Look,
agreed to do this.
we got-
I
podcast.
know, right?
We got Olivia and Willow back there that young.
You guys know how to do that text
She's
stuff.
on her phone right now. She's
Yeah,
she's
podcasting
on the Book
that
of
stuff
Faces
right now,
Yeah,
right?
she's on the Book of Faces.
Yeah. Do you like that song? I do. It's a great. Loved it.
You know?
Oh, thank you.
Loved it.
Right,
So
right.
yeah. So thank you guys for playing, blessing us with that. That was really awesome. So I think it's a perfect time to talk about like what are we going to do with that
I
song?
don't know. What are you
guys gonna do?
Apparently
you're
you're our manager.
Yeah, let's do something. What do
No, because Rochelle, we're gonna, and I don't think that I think you guys are so talented in your songs. You should be out there and streaming and downloading. They should be hits. I don't just think that because I know you guys and I like you. I really feel that,
Oh, well, thanks.
and I think
Wow.
everybody that listens to your music feels the same way. We've talked about it
Yeah.
a lot. I think I've annoyed you sometimes.
Yeah,
getting
no,
on your ass about
and
it.
we need that because when we first started, we even had Jeanette, Laura, I think Mike, and maybe Russ. We sat down. I'm like, we have no idea where this is gonna go.
We just started writing.
We just started writing, and we literally sat down. Oh, are we gonna pitch these songs to other artists? Are we gonna, we didn't know. I mean,
We're just doing it for the love of doing
for the
it.
love of
Well,
it.
I
yeah.
remember asking you, what are you going to do with these songs? You gotta get them out there. You gotta get them. I don't know what the terminology is in the music industry. Publish, release, whatever.
What do they call it now? Drop. We gotta drop a song.
Drop
You gotta
a
drop
new
a
song.
song.
Right.
I don't
Well,
know.
But
because of the conversation that we have, though, I know that we have gone and cleaned some stuff up in the studio.
Yeah.
And we are. We're gonna have one. I don't even know when. Do we have a day that we're gonna drop that song, Mike?
We have a whiteboard.
We have a whiteboard now in the studio. Yes.
Oh yeah, we have a whiteboard. Did you see our
So,
whiteboard?
Yeah, I think the conversation was which one are we gonna do first?
Yeah, which one? Because they're kind of like our babies. We can't pick
Yeah.
just one. We love them all.
Yeah.
So-
Well, no, you have quite a few really really good songs.
Yeah.
But I remember you and I talking.
Yeah.
And I was we were talking about like how far are you going to take this, and you made the comment something along the lines
You're gonna make
of
me think.
I am. I'm going to throw you under the
All right,
bus a
throw me
little
under the
bit because
bus.
I want to talk about it because I think
Yeah.
it's important. But you made the comment along the lines that you were too old,
Yeah.
and it really pissed me off.
I love that. It pissed you off.
It
'Cause
did.
It made me think. It made me think like, well, why am I too old? I mean,
Yeah.
I just think everybody thinks that music is for young people, but it's really not because we've had this conversation about when I hear a sad song, when I hear somebody sing about something
broken heart.
I don't want to hear it from a 15-year-old or 20-year-old that hasn't really lived a life yet. I mean, not that they can't sing those sad songs, but
You don't make it. They don't make you feel it.
I have to feel something, and I just you made me realize that. Yeah, shit.
But
I'm not
yeah,
old.
it's
we
like
still have stuff to talk about
We
and sing
do.
about.
Yeah,
Sure.
so and we probably
flashes.
have
Right.
we probably have more to
probably-
talk about.
well, because you've lived some life.
Yeah.
You've-
and
Yeah.
our audience would have way more money
Yeah.
to spend on
Well,
tickets.
and you got
See?
great- Yeah.
we have jobs.
But you guys can sing. You all three of you singly have great voices.
Yeah.
Together you harmonize so beautiful. You got great musicians behind you, and the whole ageism thing. It's
Yeah.
still real in our society.
Yeah,
It's very real in our society.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off. It really
Yeah.
annoys me.
because I still feel like we have something to give and something to offer.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
don't feel old.
I don't feel old.
No, I know.
Do
I
you?
don't.
I don't feel
Hell
old.
no. I don't feel
No.
old. But
experienced.
yeah,
Aged. Fine wine.
Yep.
but yeah, I just don't know why age would have anything to do with it.
It
If
doesn't.
you're
Especially-
writing great lyrics,
Yeah.
you're writing great music, and it's music that people want to
Wanna
hear.
Yeah.
Want to hear. I mean, that's key. It's just
Yeah.
writing music that
Yeah.
people are attracted to, right?
So are you guys coming to the show on the 28th?
Yeah. Well, I don't miss your shows.
Just
Yeah.
checking.
So yeah, you guys are going to be downtown, Las Vegas downtown
at
at
Rebar.
Rebar,
Right.
May
Mar-
28th.
May 28th.
It's for benefit for
a home for
Yeah.
Spot. So our really good friend Diana England is founder, CEO, Home for Spot, which is a nonprofit dog rescue here in town.
And we are all dog owners.
All
Love
dogs.
dogs.
All dog owners. And yeah, and home, just and like Diana, like a Home for Spot. I mean, she started years ago, and and became a legit, I think, a 501c, and she rescues dogs that even other rescues won't touch.
Yeah.
Because
She's
of
a saint.
because of medical bills.
Passionate.
Oh, yeah.
And trust me
Yeah.
when I tell you she's good at her job.
Yeah.
I have 2 of her dogs.
Yeah.
I only wanted 1. I went home with 2.
That's because
Diana.
she's good at her
She's
job.
really good.
But speaking of Diana Home for Spot, that's part of the reason why we started playing again too, because
It was the benefit.
yeah, it was a benefit. I
Yeah.
said, Jeanette, you want to come sing in our band for this benefit? It doesn't pay anything. Can you come sing?
It's for free.
Yeah,
It's for free.
There
So
it
it's
was.
kind of like where it also started too. So it wasn't just. I mean, we're trying to figure out how we started.
I
this
think it's
thing.
a lot of different things kind of in alignment for you guys, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And we had
And
a
so
ball.
she
We
learned a
had so
bunch
much
of
fun.
songs, just a bunch of covers that we knew from playing back in the day with Levi and these guys.
Yeah.
And she came and sang, and wow, man,
And then we were like, let's do
this
it
was
again.
really fun. Let's do it again. And then it evolved into songwriting, and yeah. So Diana kind of helped start this thing.
Diana's
as well.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Me too.
I love it. So yeah. So no more
No more ageism.
ageism.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I think you guys just got to go for it.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how to do that. Willow's gonna have to help
We're
us.
doing it. Playing, we're
You're,
writing.
you're
That's
doing
that's
it.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you're
true.
doing it now. It's like sometimes we put our own our own restrictions. The restrictions and the chains are the ones we place on ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Not even what society places on us. I mean, you have to deal with that all on its own. But I think we place the stricter, on our own
Yeah.
selves.
I agree. I think
Right?
we're hardest on our own selves.
We're hardest on our
Mhm.
own selves, and sometimes tell ourselves we can't do it. We're too this, we're too that, and
I try that, but she's so bossy. She
she is bossy.
always changes my mind.
She's bossy.
I'm
do
apparently getting into a bunch of nicknames too, by the way. But
I think you just got to follow your heart, and like you always say, Rochelle, stay in the pursuit of happiness. I say that all the time, ending our podcast. I stole that from you.
you can have it because I probably stole it from somebody else.
But it's great, stay in the pursuit of happiness, and just keep going forward, even if it's baby steps.
Yeah.
Just keep moving forward, pursuing what makes you happy, and music makes you happy.
It
Oh,
sure
yeah.
does.
You
Something
know?
that's often said. First with Rochelle, like that first gig I did with you guys, with the Home for Spot gig.
Right.
We're playing, and you've been on stage, so you know how the sound is on stage. And
Yeah.
there's rumbling, and there's guitars, and there's monitors, and there's voices, and it's just, it's amazing to me. That's what I love. But all of a sudden, Rochelle leans over to me with her guitar and says, "I love my life."
Yeah.
And I just looked at her and I thought, that is the coolest thing. And
Yeah.
she was just so in the moment, and just looking back at Mike, her husband, and just jamming on her guitar and soloing. It was just
Yeah.
such a cool
love my
thing.
life.
And
Yeah.
so that's something that's said often, the three of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We love our lives. I
This is
love
true.
my life.
It's
I do.
great.
Yeah.
Well, life's tough, right? Life can be really, really
and
hard.
I'm not saying I'm never sad,
No.
but I love my life. I mean, God,
We have a tractor for crying out
yeah,
loud.
we have a tractor. So when people don't go in the pursuit with us, we just bury them.
There's a lot of holes on
There's
our
a lot of
property.
holes. Just don't.
Are you happier quadding? Because you're really super happy on quadding or music. If you had to pick one. Oh, I know.
Do I have to
That's
pick
so
one?
that's so mean.
I will say that I do love my music, and I'm so addicted. And I wake them up because my friend Heather here works with me, and we work graveyard, and I will
don't
come
work
up.
graveyard.
She doesn't work graveyard, but I'll come up with an idea, and I'm like, Heather, listen to this. What do you think? And she goes, oh, that's really cool. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna send it to Jeanette and Laura. Bing, and they're
at 3 in the
asleep, and
morning.
they're like,
3
oh
in the
crap,
morning.
they're getting these dings from me because I'm excited about just one
Or
line that I
Terry,
came up.
or she'll like, oh, we're doing like a show tomorrow. Tomorrow? What? Who? When? What? What are we doing?
Well,
She is
this
a
whole thing,
pusher.
us sitting here,
That's her. She pushed it. He
Goddamn
pushed
right,
it.
that's Rochelle pushed it.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
and you kept putting me off. I'm like,
well,
but I'm like,
I kept thinking it was just be you three and a little guitar and
I didn't
acoustic.
even know
And then
this was
Rochelle
going
just
on.
kept adding musicians and drum kits and cables and a keyboardist and you got a sound guy outside here
you're the
and
one. You're the
Heather's here.
We
And
have
I'm
an
like,
audience. You
oh
can't
my
say that,
God.
we
But
do.
that's Rochelle. Rochelle's kind
Rochelle
of like go
pushes.
big or go
But
home.
Jeanette
She
will-
right.
pushes.
I
Jeanette,
agree with that. I
Jeanette
agree.
will be on the road with expose somewhere, and Rochelle texts her like, "Hey, you need to be back." in
Yeah, can we
Vegas."
finish this song? Do
I
you have
know.
any time to finish this song?
Yeah.
Jeanette's like,
yeah.
I'm in
Yeah.
Chicago.
Rochelle's
Right
Rochelle's on her own time.
I know,
guys.
and I apologize. I will apologize.
now. No,
but
don't.
I get.
don't, because it's endearing.
And I
We
do.
just-
I write on the road. I
Yeah,
do. Because
yeah.
I'm by myself.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out of my house where there's a million things that need to be done.
But when
Yeah.
And
she
I
gets
write a lot on the road, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
when she gets overbearing on the group text between
They
the three
just
of us,
delete me
we
or
just,
ignore-
no, we
ignore
just
me.
mute her.
Just mute her.
There you go.
But I know when they're muting me because I can see it. I'm like, they're ignoring me. Let me send something else.
Well, like we were talking about earlier, there's lots of different avenues for musicians nowadays, even musicians that are broke, have no budget for.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of different avenues like streaming.
Yeah.
And yeah, so, Spotify, YouTube. I mean, there's just lots of
What?
Yeah. So that
Bada who?
Spotify.
Don't do that. That'll just age us
Not
right out of here.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Not
and-
Shopify,
and-
Spotify.
And thank God for that.
YouTube.
And thank God for that because it gives opportunities for songwriters to get their own music
Own
out
music
that
out there,
and that would normally not be able to get it out because they're not on a record label
Yeah.
or something like that. So
Would you guys be okay? Like, because some of your like your songs, your lyrics are great. Like, what are you guys open to? Like other singers, that have
Oh,
big
yeah.
careers, like
Oh,
singing
yeah.
your music.
Absolutely.
I always
That would
wondered
be
how that would.
exciting. Are you
Yeah.
kidding?
Yeah, that would be super exciting.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
we are talking about me, right? I'm kidding.
Yeah, of course.
absolutely.
I'm surprised no one done like a remake, like an
Yeah,
expose
when's Expose
remake
doing
song,
a
like
remake?
turned like Point of No Return into a country song or
Oh,
a
I
rock
know, I
song
know.
or something.
I
I
think-
have a great idea, but I don't want to say it because
I think
Some
I'll
of it-
never get over you getting over me would be a great country song.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh
a
my
great
God.
song.
Oh,
But-
I-
There-
baby never looked at him blue.
oh, that one too. Oh my God, they're so good.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
so good.
so good.
So
Yeah.
good.
And the
Diane-
videos
Diane
are great
Warren.
too. When I was talking to you, and I think I told you this too.
Those
in-
old
in New York,
videos.
Those videos are great.
They're great.
Expos, they got 1.2 million, 1.5 million views
Oh
on
yeah,
those.
they're great.
Like last year.
They're great. They're great.
Okay,
Awesome.
so about the music industry and our love for music. Let's go
Yeah,
back
yeah.
to that.
Let's talk about gender.
I think though too, if you love music, as I know that we do, as I know that these guys back here do, because they're so good. You don't get that good unless you love what you're doing.
Yeah.
If you don't love it and you're going for the hit all the time or just to get famous or for the money, no happiness. I promise you.
Yeah.
No matter how rich you get, it's not going to lead you there. And I'm sure there are many people out there that will not agree with me. But
Well, in most
if you go into music because you love music,
Right.
and that's always the thread, the common thread,
Mhm.
you will always be happy.
Yeah.
yeah.
And to tag on to that, when we write our music, we don't go in with the attitude of, oh, I want to write a hit song.
No.
We write songs that are basically about us in a sense.
Our experience.
Yeah.
Our experience.
Your life,
like
your feelings.
We're gonna do another song for you here in a minute. It's called the Sister Song, and we were talking about, Laura and I were talking about, this power that we have when we're together, but when we're separate, it's not like we're still strong, but we have this power together. When I saw Jeanette with Amber and her sister Becky, I'm like, oh, they have that power too.
Yeah.
I can see this power that
Yeah.
that sisters have.
And that's
Right.
what we wrote.
And so we went over to her house and we wrote this song. We call it the Sister Song because
We don't have good names.
We're not very creative in titling our song.
we have
Sister
the sister song, the road song,
The mom song.
the mom song.
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
find names. Y'all
Right.
gonna have to help us
the
out.
road song. Yeah. So, but we didn't go. We're not going into it like, hey, I want to write a hit song. We just go in with our emotions and what we want to write about, and it could be something silly. Like one of our songs is called Bimini Road. Laura saw some documentary on Netflix about
Bimini Road. The
this underwater path to the lost city of gold. So we're
no,
like,
it's supposed to go to Atlantis.
oh, whatever it is, I don't know what it is, but so And then I had an idea because Mike and I love to do our little weekend getaway, weekend getaway. So we combined this, well, let's look for our Bimini Road, which is, this lost city of gold. So we wrote a silly song about it.
Yeah.
'Cause we're not writing hits. We're just writing what
When
we
I
wanna
come
write.
up with ideas, I have a glass of wine, maybe 2.
Oh, talk about sad songs.
And then I'm like, hey, Jeanette, I got a good one. Drink my wine. I drink when I'm lonely.
That's one of my favorite songs.
Is it?
Yes, that's one of my favorite
Wait
songs.
till
love
you hear
that
Jeanette
song,
sing
too.
it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's
From-
one of my
From
favorites.
the first time she played that, just
Yeah.
a couple of lyrics that
Yeah.
she had, I knew already.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
great
creative
song.
people have to constantly be creating. I think you can't pick the moments when you're
No.
it just comes, right? You can't
Agreed.
pick when you're going to
Yes.
be creative or
Yes,
not.
right.
It just comes.
If
And when
you told me and Rochelle and Jeanette to go,
sit
hey,
down and write it,
go in
right,
the office today and write a song, I'd be
right,
like, nothing's inspired me today.
right.
Right.
You
And,
know,
and
so-
I think that's also what's great between us is and I don't know why or how, but we are so comfortable
And we're-
to just throw out ideas regardless of how silly or how stupid it might
Yeah.
sound, or
Yeah.
we're really brave in front of each other and comfortable enough with each other to be able to do that.
I-
And it's not always easy.
No, it's not all
you know?
easy. The three of us, we are the creative marketing team for Girlz Inc. And it was our 50th podcast last week. We filmed it. And that's what the podcast was about, like why the three of us make such a good team. And you can't be sensitive
No.
because she might not like that lyric.
Yep.
Or she might not like she wants you to
right.
push a little
Or
bit
their
in a certain
friend
part of
might
a
have-
song.
Yeah,
have
our
an
pushy
idea,
friends.
or their friend
It's
might.
like you got to be able to take criticism
Yeah.
because what was it, Willow? We're better to. None of us
Ah,
are as
right.
good
I like
as
that.
all of us.
I like that.
That is a
Yeah.
great saying, and I
Yeah.
have to bring the band in on
And
that
bring the
because
band, right.
Russ's ears and Mike's ears
yeah.
and Levi's ideas on keyboard, everything.
Yeah, you
I
guys
mean,
are a
it's
much
just-
bigger collaborative.
We really
team.
are.
It's a lot of moving parts
Yes.
to
It-
get that
Yeah,
song and the music.
and it's magic when you find a
Right.
unit that's magic. It's
Right.
like, oh my god. And Russ, Russ tours with Righteous Brothers and sometimes goes out with Expose too. So he's gone a lot. But when we were deciding we were going to put this band together, Mike and I I think we were drinking somewhere in Arizona or something like that. And I'm like, hey, we're going to put a band together. And I go, well, let's call Russ. Hey, Russ, we're putting a band together and you're in it. Okay, we'll talk to you later. Bye. Sorry, But he's a touring. I mean, he plays with all these famous people. I'm like, but you're in my band. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
And how long did it take to talk Levi into it?
I don't know.
Levi,
Not
Levi-
very long.
Took you quite a while to say yes. Yeah.
No,
I
well,
know.
Levi was on the road with us for a few years, and so
Back in the day.
back in the day. So talking him to come back, we're like, we promise we'll pay you maybe.
Well,
No,
I
we'll
think
be
it's
good.
great.
We'll be good.
We'll be
Yeah.
better this time. I
We
promise.
won't say curse words.
never.
You knew that wasn't going to happen.
No,
that
sorry.
didn't last more than 2 seconds.
Well, I love you're all doing music together, and so yeah, you ready to do? You're gonna do
Yeah.
another song?
Has it been an hour already?
Yeah, we're coming up on an hour.
We're
Are you
gathered.
serious?
Yeah,
We're all
so we'll do
gathered.
another song.
Is
and
this
then,
clock working?
Yeah,
Turn it down so we don't see it.
see, time flies when you're having fun.
Yes, I'm having a
Right.
good time.
Yeah.
So this is our sister song, and
Okay, let's
and
do it.
All right.
really wrote it for each other and for my sisters and for each other in our relationship
Yeah.
and our friends that we have out there.
Yeah,
And,
I love it.
Sister
yeah,
kind.
I love
it
it.
just goes across.